The water from the river only reached my ankle, but it felt like I was transversing through an entirely different world. Every step of the trek stirred the water into ripples that carried along with it pieces of the forest that had fallen. You could see water in its every form here as they are guided by the rocks underneath. Some run like water elves. Some form an arching waterfall. Some flow like a smooth fabric of silk. Some converges into a thin line along the layered rock wall. Some rocks transformed into natural steps where the delicate water flowed gently downward. The stream moved cautiously on the stone, as if learning how to walk beside me. At one part of the stream, water from all around gathered into a giant pond. Its colors dissolved from deep green into soft yellow, tracing the quiet transition from dead to shore. Along the banks, thick, wall-like roots rose from the earth, extending outward to support trees that shoot into the sky. The buttress roots hold the soil near the water in a tight embrace, digging into the soil from every side of the ground. Acting like rebar inside concrete, the buttress roots hold the soil together. If the trees are cut down and the roots lose their grip, the soil would collapse and sediments would spill into the clear water, smothering the life within it. The roots also support many other living things. The smooth holes along the surface of the roots provide shelter for many organisms, offering protection from predators and harsh environmental conditions. The spaces between root structures also act as small hiding places for insects, creating safe microhabitats. I spot one of these organisms. This pair of millipedes is wrapped around each other, their legs intertwining as they mate. They take advantage of the tall root structures surrounding them, which provide protection and a sheltered space away from predators. Life layered itself everywhere. Plants growing on top of each other, vines wrapping together, moss spreading across branches. To reach more sunlight, orchids anchored themselves onto the branches of towering trees. Their thicker roots go around and above the branch, attaching the orchid firmly to the branch so it does not fall when there is heavy rain. Their thinner roots are used to absorb moisture and nutrients from the air, as seen from how it is suspending into the air like tiny tentacles. Around the orchids, other plants follow the same pattern of survival. When their flowers wither, seeds are carried by wind and water to new places, and some land on tree branches where the conditions allow them to take root and grow again. This one has landed on the branch suspended above the water. It grows in two directions at once. Its sprout reach upward toward sunlight, while its roots extend downward toward the water below, drawing on the moisture it needs to survive. These air plants cling to the tree trunk, their thin leaves spreading out like fireworks and gathering the wisps of moisture directly from the air. These plants exist independent of one another. Remove any one piece of vegetation, and the whole system could fall. Along the river, organisms weave their lives into the landscape. This owl butterfly is perched on the side of the water on the tree trunk. From far away, the butterfly's wings camouflage it well amongst the trees. With jagged strips of various shades of brown, it gives its wing a texture of tree bark. The circular markings with a dark center and light iris resembles that of a predator's eye that is used to scare the butterfly's predators away. If you look very closely, the butterfly is using its straw-like mouth to drink sap from the tree. The butterfly is spanning its wings idly as it is warming itself up while feeding, so it can fly away swiftly if deserved. Many birds chose to build their nests along the river. Some build their nests suspended above the water, as the water creates a natural barrier against some of the bird's predators. Some build it along the water. This nest is well camouflaged under the thick foliage on which it is built under, another possible strategy of the bird's parents to protect their children from harm. This nest is built delicately in the center of a plant, the stem of the plant suspending the nest above the ground so it is less likely to be attacked by small critters like ants. Carpenter ants transverse along the damp areas of the riverbank by stepping at every piece of dry material they could find. Here, they have found a branch that has formed a bridge that would lead them to the side with a dry slab of rock. And then there were the dried flowers we found along the way. Even in decay, they are as pretty as ever. I tucked them in my pocket as a quiet reminder of my journey along the stream, where I witnessed nature's fleeting beauties.